I'm in a place that I know extremely well. I'm by the leprechaun place. I'm by the place I'm by very special places of mine, right? I'm going by pretty quickly, okay? I'm in, these are known areas of mine. I go in real far here, though, even though they mark right here. Is that a shadow X on the... Oh my God, there's a shadow X on the tree, right? Then there's a bend. It's so blatant back there, right? Watch this. I don't know how I saw it. It was the white. I thought I was seeing one of them. You guys check it out. I gotta run back there. What's this? Block the road, who cares? I don't think anyone will come through here today. It's gone finally. The people are gone, thank God. Watch this. Trident. Oh, bird signals. It was the jays. I haven't seen them in a long time. Something gonna be horrible. Watch this, you guys. How did I see this while the trees are going? I catch this glimpse of white. They did it. Oh my goodness. I know they did it because of where it is. There's nobody back here. There's no person back in here where you wouldn't see it. If a person did it, he'd want you to see it. He'd put it like on the stump on the side of the road. Look at this. And it's on their structure. Check it out. Not the first time. I'm just so happy I saw it driving by. It's on one of their stumps, one of their quick hangouts. Look at that. It's a big one, too. Look at this hangout. It's theirs. Look at that, you guys. He was a big one. It's pretty big. Something put that right there. V trees. Messiness. Multiple. There's a bone. Look at, they stuck the bone through the wire. They stuck the bone. They did that. I know they did that. Tell me if you were here setting up that, you would take a bone and put it through that barbed wire. Look at, they did that. I know they did it. Yeah, you got to stick it in there. You really got to put it in there. Look at that. Wow. I know they did it. Because I know that, you know how I know? Because I know that's theirs. That's how I know they did that. I saw that driving by. That's the only reason I'm so excited right now. At first, it really thought it was maybe one of the white ones, because I saw it was a structure for sure, because it's off the ground and sideways. Huh, I wonder why they did that. That's pretty cool. They stuck that one. There's only 2 bones there. Where's the rest of them? That was cool. So I could tell about you guys. I couldn't really get on the camera. You heard them a little bit when I came up, but the jays are acting strange, which I could just tell. I know when they're with them. I can tell by the noises they're making, because sometimes I think the noises are actually them, and the birds are just cover, and so they use the same. They use things that you're gonna, if you hear, you'll think it was something else. Should I go in here? This is a really, really special place, but I was there not that long ago. I've been out like most of the day. I still have time. I want to pick another spot, but I don't know if I should do a new place or I should do a place where I know they're just staring at me. I literally got them last semester, just blatantly, right up here. Should I go in there? Should I do a new spot? I don't like to wear out my welcome. This is right where I am. I'm so involved with them. You see the doubles? I got to go back in there quite a ways, but it's incredible. That's where that guy built the human structure I was talking about. That's back there. But you can drive to it, and it's been kind of forgotten about. But apparently that guy knows about it. I was just about to pull in there. I found great footprints. Oh yeah, I forgot all about that. Let's see if we can find more. Right here, there's a pond in front of their world, and I found footprints walking out of it. Look at that. I was on the other side over there, and they're all in there. Hey guys! This is the most blatant place on Earth. Right up there with all of them. And I got footprints. You guys trust me, okay? I want to move on to the next spot. There was no footprints, but there's a lot of game type footprints, like a lot. Yeah, footprints here. walking around in circles. Give me footprints. Give me some. Just give me one that was me. Could you guys give me a footprint like from now? I don't care about your rules. I care, but it's like us, you guys. A lot of us think some of our rules are, you know, I think rules are much needed structure in our system, but you know, let's just stop making so many. Just, you know, but there is people, you guys, that need to be kept in check. Check this out. I'm back in the woods. I came all the way back without filming. Look at this. Let me show you this. So this is real close to the world I was going to go into. The one I was like, if you guys give me a noise, I'll come in, and I didn't. If I put that in, look at all those things. Well, wait till you see this. They just did this. I almost stopped. I saw it last time I went by. I was like, oh my god, and I kept going. I was on the bike, but I knew I'd stop at some point. Look at this. Okay, so what I want you to notice, and you can do it on the camera. So watch this. Sorry, something happened. Look at the sheer force. How level it is, okay? And it's a Trident. Stick with me here. It's a Trident. What is that? Oh, there's wind coming in. Listen. It's a Trident. Split. Oh my, I can't even describe it. It's split. And it goes and it's wedged between two trees, and it's wedged so hard that it's splitting the tree there, and it's pushed that tree that far out. These guys are just insanely incredible. Why am I have a little headache now. I wonder why. Why am I getting a headache? Let me get some water, guys. Hold on a second. Oh my god. I mean, you guys, wait for this one, okay? The cuts aren't fire jumpers. I'm standing in a small patch that was clear cut, maybe 2 acres. I'm having issues right now mentally because I'm getting pretty far along in this, and I get blown away at every turn. Like I don't know how to show my emotions, so it's hard. Oh my god, you guys. All right, so I don't know if this will mean the same to you, but to me, this is one of the most unbelievable Tridents. It's a forest I've left alone. Because it's all right, so if you go, let me give you an idea. You go through here, okay? Like way, that's not the way I came, but if you right now went all the way through there, went through there and then walked like another 200-300 yards, you'd come to that video I did. I forget what I called it, but when I zoom in, he's on the Trident, and then the dad had built that structure. Like there was like a human like shed built, remember? Like whatever it was, like a jungle gym. And I zoomed on. I had so many timestamps from that video. Well, that's part of this. I think this is, I don't know. I think these guys might be separate, but it's real close. Like they are either the best of friends or it's the same place. But there's this giant transition because it got logged like 30, 40 years ago. You guys watch this. I can't believe it. This is one of the best. It's all one Trident. And it's one of the best. I mean, the trails that walk right to it are crazy. Watch this. Did you hear that? Whistle. Was it? I have my hood on? So I couldn't even hear it. I don't know, see if that's on the camera, because unless I was, you know how this can make you think you're hearing something? I swear I zoomed in on the Trident right there, I hear it. If I did, it's on the thing, so check it out. I just saw another one. All right, watch this. Look how good this is. There's never been quite, there's one next to it. And watch this. Just watch it, you guys. It's same thing. It bends two trees apart. Literally splitting the trees, right? Like it's bending them left and right. Come up and look at it. The Trident. That's still the Trident. When I saw that, I got emotional because it's so unreal. It's so tribal. It's so what I want to find. It so tells me where I am, that I'm with who I want to be. There's no way it's just that. It's 2. Oh, that's 2? Look at that. It looked like 1. It's 2. That's how they made it so awesome. It's 2. And they have another connection going to that. Then it's next to another one. Okay? You're not going to see any other Tridents except the ones they made. They've been in control of that tree since the day it was growing. Remember, there's huge possibilities that some of these guys out here are thousands of years old. Okay? Or very, very old compared to you. I'm not in here for a long, long time. I just want to take a peek to see if I should come in here for a long, long time. Get some snow. I got deer going through right there. Those are giant, huge X's, you guys. These are all structures. This is definitely would be an active, like, incredible spot, like in June. You know, like you camp out under that. This time of year, I don't know. It's like they're up in the trees, like in these like windows. It's so bizarre. And this magic, you know. It's so interesting. I'm right on the border of where that was clear cut. And then look behind the Trident, totem pole. I don't care. I'll end this clip in about 60 seconds. Unless something blows my mind. Because just to film that Trident for me, even if you all hated it, that Trident is so special for me. You don't understand what that means. How important a Trident is, you guys. It means everything, okay? It's been the symbol in so many ancient cultures, it's almost crazy, okay? I mean, even things that you thought weren't real, like Atlantis, okay? I'm here to tell you right now. Okay, I know things that I can't always tell you how I know, but I'm here to tell you. You want to hear a bold statement? I'll give you one, okay? Atlantis, that was all real, okay? It still exists under the ocean. And if you have trouble believing that, you're in a lot of trouble, because it gets way harder to believe than that. See the tribalness? Nothing is messed up here. Everything is done flawlessly, like a human did it. I mean, what is going on? This is the most unbelievable perfect place. Look at that. So it's an X, but it's also a teepee structure. I haven't seen any footprints of them, except for possibly the ones I showed you. I don't even know if that was. Because, I would show them to me here. But see, when they're here, they just stay here. There's something about the snow, I'm telling you. They use it, but if they can in any way never touch it, I don't think they do. I had the Jays not too far away. They would come and say hello to me over here. I don't know why. See, this is where they are. And there's places like this, guys, it could be 10 feet of snow in there, and this will stay melted. Right? So you could search the whole area, it'd be 10 feet of snow and snowshoes. And somehow, deep in part of their forest will be where there is no snow. And it'll stay like that all winter long. And unfortunately, places like this you can't check, but I can tell. Look at the walkway out of here. I can tell because when I first show up, you can see all of the extra snow. You can see where they were. You can see the spots. There's very few. It changes. I think that's where they're actually physical, sitting there in the snow, not in some window in the TV, in the trees. And there's definitely, when it snows, they go into these smaller spots. It's weird. Like their seats basically become these smaller areas. All right, that's good enough. I just wanted to see that Trident. Man, that was so cool. It's just all melted. Hey, on this zoom, I'm not 100%, but I was so drawn to that spot. It's a giant structure. And then I'm pretty sure I'm seeing the video I'm seeing. I did not see this with my eyes, but I think that's him hiding in there, which means there's probably many right there in that frame, which shows you how little we capture. So even if whoever it is, me or somebody else, you captures the most amazing thing, I still believe you've captured almost nothing compared to what's really going on in front of you. I tell you, I didn't see really any. I was seeing all kinds of evidence of what I was saying in other places today. Like the seats were all disturbed. You could tell by the color of them, you know. Here, I haven't seen them. I'm seeing walking, but it looks like mostly like deer. All right, let's get out of here. Just stay with me because I want to see if you see anything. You guys, one thing I'm noticing, because I haven't been in this forest before, but I know, I can tell. I can tell by the other places what this was. You know, it would have like that. You'd see like this, you know, like a teepee thing like that. It'd be like just those two. And then none of this would be here. And then now I know all of this is newer, all the ground stuff, because it's exactly like it is everywhere else I'm going. We got deer. I think it's a deer. I thought it was a mountain lion. I want to get you the biggest mountain lion or biggest bear you've ever seen in your life, standing right there. Me going, good boy. Right before he rips my face off, it'd be the best video ever. No, he won't. They know. I'm telling you, these predators out here have extreme. See, it's not brains necessarily. I think they have good brains, but I think they have the most keen of instinct. And with that instinct comes, you know, knowledge of fear. You can sense it literally. I've seen it in dogs even. They sense fear immediately in humans. And they won't get that from me. You can't fake it, by the way. You might be able to a little. You might as well try it, but they know. There's some kind of magic there among animals, how they sense things. And I have no fear when it comes to that, so none. I'm the apex predator out here. I'm not including these guys, but as far as our animals go, nothing's killing me. Am I Mr. Tough Guy? No, I just mean like, first of all, he won't try, and secondly, I'll get out of it. I'll talk my way out of it. I already told you guys the secret. Good boy! How are you? You're such a good boy! This could be like a giant grizzly bear with teeth with blood coming out of his mouth. And you'd be like, oh, okay, this guy's pretty cool. Not fake fire. I'll tell you though, like today, this is where they did the clear cutting, so of course, oh wow, look at that. They did this. Wow, I love seeing this. I'll show you that in a second. But like the fire I showed earlier today, I'm not sure how these clips will go in. You'll figure it out eventually because I'll have them all in. Okay, there's a pile of wood, never burned, which to me looks like a person could have gotten. Then you have the other one that's weird, right? And then especially here, watch this. This is too good. This is coming right back to that structure. That's the structure I was showing you when I first walked in. And then look. I love this right here. To me, you guys, it's a Trident. Okay? That's how I know. If a Trident's there, I don't care if someone built the most human thing in the world. If there's a Trident there and you're in a place like I am and that's there, they did it. I don't care if there was a school bus there, they put it there. If that Trident is there, they did it. And I'll bet my life on it every single time. Wow. And then look, down here, it's just gonna end. I'm going down, that's why. I'll be in it again, but it's like it'll be patchy because the sun hits it just right. The sun's hitting there. That's how the rest of it'll melt eventually, just from there. No sun, it's all snow. Yeah, someone said the other day on I can't remember if it was on Patreon or on YouTube, but they said, was it you, Matthew? I think it was Matthew. He's like, I can't believe you have snow already. I was like, I know, believe me. I can't believe it either. Look, I'm used to it. Like, I'm good with this place, right? Like, I'm very comfortable out here. Especially, you know, because I come from Pennsylvania and New Jersey. But always a little bit of a hick, you know, like, you know, out, like, we have a farm out in Pennsylvania. It was our vacation house. That's where my parents live now. I grew up in a really nice area in New Jersey, you know, that we had a lot of woods and trails and always riding motorcycles. Yeah, I'm just always been real familiar. I was always hiding in the woods since I was 8 years old. Back when we were kids, we were allowed to leave and just disappear until you would hear your bell. Ding, ding. It would be time for dinner. And we all had bells, and you could hear the difference in the bell sounds. Like you'd be like, you didn't want it to be your bell. So if the Leonard's bell went off, you know it was theirs. If it was the Keatings, you know it was theirs. If it was the A bells, you know it was ours. You knew all the sounds of the bells. Ding! Like a church, seriously, ringing. Like we had these big standing bells, like in our porches and stuff. And that's how we would call. That's how you'd call your kids for dinner. It was crazy. I miss like the good old days, you know. The whole world is gone. It's just I don't like it this way. I really don't. I don't like. I like a handshake. I don't want to sign a contract. To me, a handshake is more powerful than any piece of paper. But you know that's out the door these days with most people. I just wish it was the way it used to be. There's only one way for that to ever happen, and it's a tremendous reduction in numbers of people. You know, which of course, you know, we take it this way instead of people dying, right? But I think that has been the real downfall to all of everything has been social media. So it's been connecting the world. That's what's caused the problems. Now you got somebody arguing in Zimbabwe with someone in New York City, when before they would never speak and never know of each other. This is basically what's caused the global problems is connecting us. Now, at the same time, it's been an amazing thing. I would never want to take that away. I wouldn't have half the people I know in this. If I had never met Alessandro and never knew Colin and didn't know Eileen and didn't know Charlie Max and didn't know, you know, all of these amazing people in other countries doing this. And I'm not to leave anybody out, but those are just some of the guys that have been with me the longest, girls. You know, that I wouldn't have met them without that. So there's been amazing things that have come from this technology and social media, but there's been, you know, there's also unfortunately repercussions. I think you guys, you know, a real lesson in life is to realize that I made this up. I think even before this, I used to say, with all good. I mean, no matter what, with good comes bad. There's in other words, there's going to be repercussions for just about everything. So everything great. Let's use an example. Love, right? Hold on, I got to zoom up to where this is where the baby deer was, just about somewhere up there. Forget what I was saying, it doesn't matter. In fact, this shuts me up. No idea why I'm rambling on. These guys will be right there. They were standing, you know, 35 feet away from me while I was looking at the Bambi. They wanted to be sure. I mean, I don't know what they would have done. Like, I've thought about it. Like, what if I was this horrible person and I started, like Jasoning the Bambi, okay? I know that's a horrible thing, but because I would never do that. But, in fact, it'd be the opposite of that, whatever that is. But what if, you know? Like, what would they have done? Would they have taken action? You know, I'd probably be marked forever, you know? I mean, that would have really, really hurt me, you know? Instead, you know, they witnessed, because I didn't know they were 35 feet away from me. And, you know, they witnessed, you know, I think the most compassion, you know, you guys didn't, you know, not all of it's on camera, that you could, you could see it, a guy, like a human male give these days. I mean, there was so much care, so much love, so many feelings for that little baby deer from me, that I hope they pick up on that, because that's what I want every day from them. I want them to see that there's hope in humans. You know what I mean? That, like, not even that I'm the one that should show, but, you know, since I'm the one standing out there, I think I should, you know, like, just reassure them that, look, you know, not all of us are bad. There is good here. There's some of us, you know, want it to be good. I need leadership. I need someone to show me, you know, like, to lead the way. I'm no leader. You know, we want good. You know, good doesn't mean you can't go have fun and go to the bar and drink 6 beers. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about your heart has to be good. What you do is meaningless. It's all in that heart of yours. Let's go over here real quick. This is where the fire, remember? Colorado Bigfoot saves millions of acres. This is where this happened. And then I came back after the fire, and they put this giant teepee there. I think they did it for me. I swear. I know. I like a thank you, because it's you guys, it's not what we want it to be. Like, they can't just come out, and there's these incredible sets of rules, and I think if we knew why, you know, there's probably good reasons why they're in place. And then this is all changed. So I filmed this for you, like, I think a year ago, maybe. Here's the fire. The fire's even changed. It was huge now. It used to be different. And it worked. These drunk guys left it, and it worked its way all the way through. This changed completely. Now it's literally a teepee. It used to be like all complicated. You couldn't walk through there. It was huge, and now it's all changed. I don't know if people did that or not. It's completely gone. You guys, look, it's all theirs. Let me show you why, and then we'll go over there. I want to see this. This came all the way over here, and the entrance was back there. If you're still watching this, I love you. And wait for my final analysis in this. I think I'm right. There. So did people mess with it, or they fix it? I think they fixed it. Let me show you why. You're going to believe me too. Isn't that great? That's why. Okay, this fire was one of the most timestamps I've ever gotten at once. There was like 50 or 60 of them right here, up high and low, faces like here, just staring at me right there, freaking out over the fire, because it was moving towards underground, towards here, and I knew if it hit here, it's all over. This stuff would go up like gasoline practically. It's all mulch and pine needles. Look at that. That's how I know they did it. There's no way a person did that. It's literally, I'm reading it. It's part of their system. I've filmed the same thing, about 600 times. Here's the teepee. Completely changed. I have no way of telling this particular teepee. Usually I can, but the way it is, it's except for the rocks at the entrance are interesting to me. It's something I don't think a person would put there because they're going to trip over it. So to me, that's a sign. This is it growing from the ground. Again, they put things, they obstruct what we don't want it, okay? There's a strange pile. Let's go in here. Like here, you're going to be in here with your kids, the last thing you want is this here, right? I would definitely clear this and just chill. This is a great shelter if you were in trouble and you came across this. If you had like a tarp you could throw over this, or get some branches, put them all the way around. So here's what else I see strange. Okay, remember, I don't want to make it Bigfoot. I'll tell you right away. It'd be easier for me. Person did this. That's what people don't get about me. I think you guys do, but okay. A quartz rock just placed at the front of it. It's quartz rock. And then I got this, which is really weird. Okay, I noticed the clay from outside because I could see the orange. It's a pile, the strangest pile. Let's try not to ruin it too much. It's the strangest pile. Wow. What is going on here? What is... You guys, that's the paint on that. That's what they're... Why is the painted rocks underneath it all? Underneath it all. What is going on? There's beautiful painted rocks, but they were buried underneath this and blocked. Was a little kid in here and then they were trying to get him for next time? I don't know, you guys. Look at this. Hold on, let's back up. Believe me, it's not, for them to paint a rock is nothing. They could easily do it. It's just something I wouldn't think they would do. They have the total capabilities of it, though. They can do anything you can do. See, then the rocks out front are strange to me. I saw the clays like that. This whole thing doesn't add up to me. Leaner in front. It's a completely different teepee. Why didn't they just leave the one that was there? It was bigger and it was kind of cool. And I got all these leftovers. And this is a campsite. People do camp right here. It's not a lot, but I bet you get like 5 or 6 to 8, maybe even 10 different people throughout a whole season. And that might be a high number, but I've seen 2 people here myself. I don't know. I mean, that is just, it's a perfect, like, you know, it looks, all right, so let me just break this down. Normally I can read their wood and their teepees. I can't on that one. To me, it almost looks like a person made that one. So my breakdown, and let's look at this rock, because it is really, really, really freaking unique, okay? And they love compasses. This is what I think happened here. I think someone destroyed or burned the original one for firewood. There was a bunch of this yard saled. A dad or whatever, a couple guys hanging out together made this real quick, right? They leave, and then these guys added. I don't know about that pile. That pile could easily be a person, but it's really weird. And let's look at this rock. These look like they did it. So, and then the stuff in the middle. Like, why would you, if you're a person, make this and then block anywhere where you could sit? Why would you bury this rock underneath clay pigeons? And underneath, there was actually mulch on top too. Give me a second. All right, so I'm pretty sure that's it, you guys. So sun glare or not sun glare? And if it is, it's an amazing thing how it fits into everything we do. Everything leads up there. And it's a giant head. It had a perfectly flat thing on the bottom. It was angled and tilted. I don't believe that the sun can put something like that on top of a forest. I just don't believe it. Remember, guys, it wasn't in there. It was on top of the forest. Okay? So don't be deceived by that, because it had nothing to do with that. It was like touching one of these trees at the top towards the end. But this is what I'm going to say. And I won't, you know, I'm not going to argue with anybody. And it's not like you couldn't change my mind either. I believe something was up with that. What? I have no idea. The people that are saying glare and sun, you could be right as well, because now there is some light shining over there, but it's not a crystal clear blue sky like it was when I filmed it. So unfortunately, well, here's the. You know how I'm leaving this is, it was an amazing capture. I don't care what it was. If that's sun glare, you should have no problem going to find all kinds of different shapes and objects. I believe it has something to do with what I do. Well, the unseen world, things we don't know about. Could I be wrong? Absolutely. The thing. So now I'm kind of glad I'm not seeing it, because it means it wasn't. So if it was real, it's not permanent, right? You guys, there's UFO activity every single day here. If I was a UFO guy, I'd probably have the best UFO footage in the world, because I would just spend. That's what I would do. I would, it's probably one of the hardest jobs because of the waiting and the looking and the filming, and a lot of the UFOs are invisible to us, so everyone's always known it. It's always been a known thing. It's the common folk that know nothing. They're the ones that whine and complain and troll. Okay, there's millions of people, especially the government, has known since the beginning of time about invisible UFOs, things like that, because it's not invisible. They're using technology.